Well, hi there boys and girls. This is going to be a bit of an odd video with an odd piece of equipment because guaranteed the majority of yous out there are not going to require to have to use one of these, but I do for a specific amplifier. Anyway, we'll open up the package you just got here. It comes from Amazon, which is really weird in Australia. I don't tend to get stuff from Amazon. You know, I bought it from Amazon. Turns out I did. Alright, what this is, which is just rocked up, this is like a HDMI matrix audio extractor. Get out! Okay. Alright, that's what we got. That's what we're looking at today. You might be wondering why have I got this? Why do I have it? I'll explain that in a minute. Alright, nothing to do with that. This is really well made. This is solid, not plastic, it's steel. This is really well made. Here we go on the back. Your HDMIs, your optical, coaxial, audio outs. Beautiful. Let's hope it does exactly what I want it to do. Oh my god, it even comes with a remote, but a crappy remote at that. Either way. Alright, there we go. Alright, the whole point of me getting this is the amplifier that I have over here, the Yamaha amp. I actually got this off my uncle. Now, I'll get in there and I'll show you. When he bought this amplifier, he wired it up, so it was HDMI in, HDMI out to the TV, and he rings me and he's like, there's no audio. I said, what do you mean there's no audio? I said, you mustn't be getting a picture then. He goes, no, I got a picture, but there's no audio. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. If you're getting a picture, you must be getting audio because have you plugged it in? Like, how could you get it wrong? It's one lead going into the amplifier. How can you get that wrong? So it's back and forth, and I'm like, I don't understand what the problem is. I said, look, using an optical or coaxial lead out of your DVD or Blu-ray player, use that, see what happens. Bang, got sound. But I don't know what the problem is. Anyway, time goes by, and I thought he was an idiot. Turns out he wasn't an idiot. I ended up with the amplifier. Now this is very unusual. I was even, the other day, I was talking with a mate of mine, Carl, if you're watching, you know, and I was trying to explain to him what was going on, and he just could not, it wouldn't click in his head. Why would this be? Why is it like this? I was exactly the same. Now, I looked up this particular model online, and it turns out there's nothing wrong with the amplifier. When it was built, it specifically says video will go through, but the HDMI ports does not support audio. What kind of, I mean, anyone would think I had some weird Japanese or whatever knockoff amplifier, like a wideband special amplifier. It's not, it's a Yamaha. And yeah, it just does not do audio. You plug HDMI in, there is no audio. Now, what I use this for over here is just watching stuff on TV, say from Netflix, Stan, what have you. That's what I use it for. I initially was running it in stereo, and I thought, screw it. So I wired up a center, 2 surrounds. I've made a big change over here too with my big system. I decided to put this sub in, which I know is probably going to be a big mistake because that thing's a real puncher. And the other subs, I've actually hooked it up to the Yamaha there. But yeah, basically I use it just watching stuff from, you know, Netflix, Stan, whatever. And I don't care. I want it to run in 5.1. I'll drag the cables over, I'll put the surround speakers at the back. I mean, it works, but the way it runs at the moment is Pro Logic. Now what I've done, I ran optical out of the TV into the amp. I thought that'll fix my problem. No worries. Yes, sound goes through, but for some reason, I had to look this up too because it didn't make sense as well. Optical out of a TV into an amplifier, whether it be something like this, whether it be my big Yamaha amp, the amp I got in the lounge room, the latest one with Atmos and all that sound, doesn't matter, you'll only get stereo with optical, and that's what the TV is feeding out. It only gives a left and right signal with optical. So basically it's just giving you a stereo signal. Okay, so that screws me up there. That's no bloody good. What can I do? So, what I've decided to do is I got this here. Now what I'll do is I'll plug, say, the Chromecast into this, and then I run a HDMI video out to the TV, and I'll go optical out of this to the amp. So it's a HDMI, the audio extractor. So let's hope this works and does what it's supposed to do. Alright, now to pull some stuff out, and let's get wiring up. Hey guys, alright, this is actually the next day. I went to do what I was doing yesterday, but then something came up and I got busy, had to go and do that. So now we're moving on to the next day. I've just got home from work, so now we're actually going to get into this, and I'll show you, I'll actually show you what the amp's doing through that optical lead, and let's get this thing wired up. And I hope it works. I don't even know if it's going to work, but as far as I know, the thing's going to work. But I'll show you what the amp's doing anyway. Now this is the optical lead running out of the TV, feeding into the amplifier. Let's have a look at what it's actually doing. Okay, what I'll do, I'll ask it to play something, but you'll notice here, what is it, that bloody PCM, it's on ProLogic 2, just so you can get a simulation of a surround effect, which is more like the old ProLogic stuff, but I'll show you what it does. It does not change over to digital at all. So, excuse me, I'm going to use the G word. Hey Google, play The Incredible Hulk.
Sure, The Incredible Hulk from Stan, playing on Garage TV.
Okay, you'll watch, it won't jump out of PCM and go to digital sound, it'll just stay as is. And with the channels, they just stay as left and right. Now, when I say ProLogic, I'm talking about old school, before the days of DVD. The way surround used to work was pretty much a 4.1 system. You'd have your left, right, center, and you'd have a left and right surround speakers, but those surround speakers would only act as mono. So that was like what you would get out of like, you know, a videotape, or even these things, a laser disc. If you don't know what a laser disc is, this is before DVD. Mind you, this is the only laser disc that I have kept. I wished I'd kept my others, but yeah, one of these. So yeah, back then that's what digital sound was. The time when your surround split from a left and right happened was when Laser did do it near the end. You know, spend more money on the player to get, that is really annoying. You could spend more money on a player that would do it, but that was towards the end of the life of like the Laserdisc days. But when DVD hit the market, that was when you had proper digital sound. So you had 5.1. So your surround speakers were split in left and right. So that's the problem with what this amp's doing at the moment, because that bloody HDMI does not pass through, or it just will not process audio. That's why I got that box, and we're going to run it with the Chromecast and all that sort of stuff and use optical out. Let's hope it works. Anyway, I'm going to pull some leads out, and I'm going to run the HDMI lead out of the box into the TV, run the Chromecast and one or two other things, and let's hope I get digital sound out. It does do digital sound. I plug the Blu-ray player into it, no worries, all 5 channels come up, so that's not an issue. Yeah, now I've just got the hassle of, you know, pulling wires out and plugging things in. Okay, what I'll do, speed the film up, speed the camera up, whatever, while I do this. Let's go yanking leads. Yanking leads? the first time trying, so no, we've got power, so that's a good thing. Some nice pretty blue lights come on. Alright, I'm worried something's not going to work. Do I need to push that? I have no idea actually. Don't know. Alright, let's see what happens. Sorry, the G word. Hey Google, play The Incredible Hulk.
Sure, The Incredible Hulk from Stan, playing on Garage TV.
Okay, that means the Chromecast has gone through this into that. What's going on here? Okay, do I need to do something? Because that did not work. Right, now at this point I was debating, is it even worth putting this video up? But yeah, I've decided I will. Now, if there's anybody in my situation, if you have an amp like this, look, it's not a common thing to have. But an audio video extractor or HDMI extractor that's supposed to go into 5.1, it don't work. I'm getting my money back. This don't work. Now I know there's nothing wrong with the Chromecast because the other day I wanted to test to be sure, and I think I just got it to play Stranger Things, and over here in the big Yamaha amp, I plugged the Chromecast in that, bang, 5.1 come up straight away. Now when it ran through this into that amp, when it got a 5.1 signal, the amp just kept saying audio not available. Yet if I picked something from Stan that wasn't in digital sound, it went through, no problems. There was a button on the remote that said 5.1, I pushed it, didn't help, nothing helped. I rewired, that's why I stopped filming, like I rewired so many different ways, I was hitting so many buttons, nothing would work. So I even looked it up and nothing would explain anything. I'm not going to waste my money getting another audio extractor because, I don't know, something's wrong. It just, I know the amp does it because if I plug a Blu-ray into it, no problems, it'll work. But if you want to do, I mean, if you want to do this, it won't work. If you wanted to just pass through 2-channel, big deal. That worked. So all I've done is I unplugged everything, I put everything back in the TV, I'm running optical out of the TV to the amp. Now I've decided with what I want to do, unfortunately I'm going to have to find some other use for that amp because I've got so many amps, I know it's ridiculous, but I'm going to buy another one. I'll just get a second-hand one. I'll go into Marketplace under Facebook or whatever, something local. There might be an Onkyo or, you know, Pioneer or something rather out there. It's got HDMI that'll do the job for me. See, it's, now I've gone this far, I don't really need to do this at all. I can do the fake surround, but I want that. That's just me being pedantic. That's a big word. But anyway, me being the way I am, I want it to run properly. You probably think, well, why don't you just friggin' turn this shit on? No, if I'm just watching, I don't know, The Society, 13 Reasons Why, whatever, I don't want this stuff on. It's like it's supposed to be just a smaller surround unit. I could use that, you know, old time sort of sound bar. I use that if I got Seinfeld on or whatever. But no, that's, like I started down this track of that's what I want. So that's what I'm gonna friggin' do. Oh, I had to change my shirt too. I was getting, yeah, I'll end up wrecking it. Anyway, yeah, anyone who wants to get something like this, I mean, look, it may work for you, I don't know. This did not work for me, so I wouldn't recommend to do something like this, but I highly doubt many of you out there are going to be in this situation where an amp has got HDMI inputs and it doesn't give you audio. I can't see that being a very common thing at all. But anyway, I'll upload this friggin' video. It's the first time where something failed and it didn't work. But it's not through me, it's this bloody thing. So, and this was $100. I want my $100 back. So screw it. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully the next video with whatever I do, it'll work. It'll probably be a new amplifier or something now. Hey, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I won't get rid of it. I'll find some use for it. I don't know. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next video.